Hello friends, this is Cauldron back with Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We are here in Old Sharlayan. I got my prancing pony in the back there, and I got my Heaven's Turn tiger hat on, which is pretty sweet, my Bugyo. So we're here in Old Sharlayan ready to check out some of the side quests that popped up last session. Here we go, there's an ash-covered envelope to start. The Light of Progress. You spy a blackened envelope on the floor of Archon's design. Covered in ash. Upon closer inspection, you realize that the ash spells out a message. To the kind soul who finds this missive, pray deliver this letter to the waking sands. No, pray deliver this letter to the unassuming Makote scholar who can usually be found sequestered in a quiet corner of the confluence. Is this a love thing? Many thanks. The message written on this envelope indicates it's meant to... Okay. Bookish Makote. Yes, were you looking for me? I suspect I spend too much time in this corner of the confluence. If someone I've never met knows to find me here, well, we had help. Someone told me to look for you. Have an ash-covered envelope. A letter? If you don't mind me asking, can you tell me where you found this? Yeah, it was outside of Archon's design. Of course, I see. The place where you chanced upon this is one of dubious prominence. Students are confined there as punishment for recalcitrant behavior. I believe that I recognize the hand which penned this message. Oh shit, we found someone passing notes in literal detention. The student is an acquaintance of mine, although that might be a rather generous term. Several days ago, he was confined there for concocting an explosive alchemical compound and using it to surprise his teachers. His little stunt ended with half the gardens and the teachers' quarters in ashes. So this isn't just forgetting to turn in homework. Okay, well, it's a prank. It's someone's trying to make their own little Sharlayan YouTube prank channel, and I'm not a fan of it. And it seems he put more effort into writing a message to his would-be courtier than his letter's recipient. Bring me food and a candle, I see. That boorish lout serves him right being locked up in that room. As you can doubtless surmise, our relationship is somewhat strained. You went for the bad boy. And I apologize for making you party to it, but what's done is done, and now I would ask a favor of you myself. Could you procure a candle from Toffwib at the Agora? I shall prepare the food this fool has requested, but much as I would rather not, when you're done, pray meet me at the spot where you found the letter. Yeah, the things we do for our mischievous significant others. Toffwib. With your cool book stand. A candle, you say? Why, of course. Here, take this. Pray inform. I'm saying this. Even when it's not there, that pray structure is in my head. Please inform the requesting student that they can pay at their leisure. Very flexible. Bookish Makote, there you are. Were you able to acquire the candle? Yep, here you go. Thick candle, the perfect candle for long nights of studies. Is that what they're calling it these days? Bookish Makote, yes, this shall do. Once again, I must apologize for sending you to and fro, but the sooner this matter is concluded, the better off we both shall be. I suppose since you're from a foreign land, you're unaware of what this candle represents. There is a reason that scoundrel requested a candle of this type. Is it for the reason I was just joking about? Long ago, one of the students confined within these rooms spent his days unraveling some of the most troublesome mathematical problems of the time. With nothing to distract his attention, he was quite successful. He wrote the equations on his wall with the blackened ends of his spent candles. When the professors saw what he had done, well, they were too impressed to be angry. Doubtless that idiot means to make his own mark, as many delinquent students have attempted to since. The professors will turn a blind eye to his vandalism, to be sure. They would not let rules impede discovery. Any road, I will deliver these to him. Perhaps some good can come of this selfish request. Here, take this for your troubles. I pray there are no more. I pray you return to the waking sands. This is... Okay, so this was just like we're helping... God, this... I didn't... Now that I look at it, yeah, this really does look just like a room where you get imprisoned. where you get put in detention and time out. Yeah, so it was just, he just wants it because he wants to be like Tony Stark. He wants to be like building something cool, like with a candle on the walls. Even though... Next is a timid student and a strange creature. It's... I was going to say it's a bear, but it's not. It's like a vampire beaver? I don't know what that is. What do you say? You have seen this creature before, and your memories of it are not pleasant. Probably, but... I don't remember. Is this the creature we found that we were hunting in Labyrinthos? Timid student. The creature from the wooden... Oh, it's that one! Wait, no. Creature from the wooden... Let's just do this, because I might be mixing this up. Timid student. The creature from the wooden crate. The timid student is eyeing the thing in front of him with intense curiosity. By the look of it, you are more inclined to adventuring than the average person, yes? Apologies for the imposition, but could you tell me if you've come across a creature such as the one before me on your journeys? You need to find someone with a way better memory. Strange creature. Oh, goodbye. Timid student. Oh my, there it goes. I had no idea that it could move so quickly. Apologies for giving you a fright. That thing was recently delivered to the door of my professor, although the reason why it eludes me. Perhaps one of the gleaners sent it to us, thinking it would make a suitable research subject. I've never seen the likes of it, but it made an awful mess of our facilities. I had hoped the fresh air might calm it down, but... Oh, that is just a beaver. The teeth look pointier than I know a beaver's to be. Creature is more dangerous than you can imagine. That's a beaver. It'll grow quickly. Let's give the warning that it's... No, let's just call it a beaver. Why do we have bad memories of this? What's the, What quest did we undertake in the past that gave us bad memories of this? A beaver? I've never heard of such an animal. It must be a rare specimen indeed, and I let it escape. If word of my oversight gets out, my professor will tan my hide. I may even be forced to delay my studies by a whole year. Oh, it sucks to get held back. I must find that creature at once. We need to cover as much ground as possible. Could you aid me in finding it before this day becomes a catastrophe? I love the freaking out Lalafell animation. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Oh, well then, it appears to have run off toward Archon's design. I wish you good luck in the search. Yeah, good luck to both of us. Where is Mrs. Beaver? Here she is. Strange creature. This seems to be the creature you're looking for. When you attempt to pick it up, it squeals harshly, but it seems more than willing to follow behind you. The strange creature is now accompanying you. I wonder if I can talk to it as I get through quest objectives. So yeah, the beaver and I have made it to the timid student. Wow! Timid student. Oh, there you are. You found the creature? Strange. So did I. Yeah, I'm guessing there's more than one beaver. God, you're so friggin' cute. I could have sworn there was only one in the crate. Perhaps I was mistaken? What if they... What's the term where you can, like... No, maybe they just made sweet love to itself? There's a term for that, like what frogs can do, where you can just kind of... I don't know what it's called, though. Frogs do the thing where you could switch genders. I don't remember the thing is where you don't need a partner to reproduce. Timid student. Well, what harm could another do? All the more for us to study. Is this going to turn into the trouble with tribbles? I had very nearly feared I would be a lowly student for yet another year. The outside world calls for my genius, and thanks to you, I shall have it. I like that the beavers are following you now. They want to be part of your genius as well. Fraisoinne. My Fair Mammet. My Fair Mammet. Are you going to teach a Mammet how to speak properly? Fraisoinne is... Again, I apologize as I do with every time the French-based name comes up. Fraisoinne is feverishly looking around while mumbling to herself. Oh, my love, my light. Where have you gone? I am nothing without you. Oh, I didn't see you there, absorbed as I am in my search. I've lost track of my Mammet, you see, a key asset for my research into the many mysteries of the ether. I must have given her an erroneous command, or perhaps even jilted her. You jilted your Mammet? What kind of mechanical devices... No, this is the second time there's been a sex toy joke in this episode, so let me back off. She is gifted with such a sensitive heart, you know. In any case, it has been some time since she left for her task. Please, can you assist me? Oh, thank you. I sent her on an errand near the last stand, so you would do well to begin your search there. Her aura is unmistakable. Keep an eye out for her elegant figure and imperious demeanor. I look forward as... Can I say I look forward as heck to meeting someone? But I don't think I can. I look forward to meeting the imperious Mammet. Before I talk to this elegant Mammet, are you shaped like... Do you have an Alphinaud Mammet? I was distracted before looking at this by the person in chat asking when someone's going to pay for their feet pics, but like... This is an Alphinaud Mammet. You see before you a Mammet most striking, and can see why its owner is so taken with it. Return it before you are unable to resist the compulsion to keep it for yourself. I think I already have an Alphinaud Mammet, don't I? Yeah, I do already have a wind-up Alphinaud. In an attempt to secure funding for the financially strapped organization, the Crystal Braves treasurer took it upon himself to have 3,000 crafted and delivered to Rowena's House of Splendors for sale, where they have been collecting dust since. Alphinaud, and this is from a while ago when he was the Crystal Braves treasurer, and he made, what is it, 1,000 times 6, he made 60,000 of these Mammets. What does this quote say? Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. Wedge. Yeah, I guess back when he was in his father's favor, he was able to get the money for this sort of thing. No, but this was to collect money. This is just a bad choice. Tataru must have killed him for that. Fraisoinne, I have found your Mammet, and I'm keeping it. Come back to me, my princess, my queen. Come back to me. I don't think it's a female Mammet. This is her, oh my god, my enchanting Mammet, and not a single scratch upon her beautiful visage. Words cannot express how happy you've made me. I commissioned this Wait, what? I commissioned this masterpiece from a gleaner and had it modeled after the woman who has captured my heart from afar. With the aid of a tome written by Archmagus Quan of Vivi fame, I construct and for anyone who hasn't played Final Fantasy IX, Archmagus Quan was Vivi's father. I think father? I constructed my own device to control it remotely. However, it seems there are some kinks to be hammered out. Alas, a heart in rapture is prone to such mistakes. Details are easy to overlook when the world is your oyster. Are you saying... I'm confused. Are you in love with the Mammet? I must clear my head and redouble my efforts. Thank you once again for your help today. We won't soon forget you. I have to read... I feel like I missed something here. Oh, it just blew over... It just flat out flew over my head. So, sorry about that. So she is into this particular woman from afar and had the Alphinaud Mammet modeled after... Unless this is like... No, it really looked like an Alphinaud Mammet. I forgot to look at the item description, but it really looked like an Alphinaud Mammet. Did Alphinaud and Alisaie used to dress in the same colors? I thought Alisaie always wore red, but maybe that's what I'm mistaken about. So she found... So a woman captured her heart from afar, and she... Oh my god, it just hit me. With the aid of a tome written by Archmagus Quan, I constructed my own device to control it remotely. Because Archmagus Quan, of course, is being the person who made Vivi, or was Vivi's father, and I don't remember if he actually created Vivi, but I think in this game at least he crafted Vivi. That's why he was like the expert at making Mammets. And so this is like a love from afar. So is this woman in love with Alisaie? Or in love with Alphinaud and thinking Alphinaud is a woman? Because she said she loves her from afar, so she's actually never met Alphinaud, so she might have just mistaken Alphinaud for a woman. Okay, this is a quest line. This is quite a quest line. Lalafellan's student. Fast fashion. The student appears deep in thought. Lalafellan's student. Ah, you look to be the sort who's out and about, performing various feats of daring-do and so forth. Why, the scent of the outdoors is practically wafting from you. That's kind of rude, but okay. Perhaps you've heard of the competition being held in the city? Designers from across the region submit designs for academic uniforms, and the winner will be worn by none other than the members of the forum. The chosen designer becomes exalted among their peers. Even a lowly student can have their name said in hushed whispers across the studium. I would have such fame for myself. I believe my concept might just be the thing to help me win. I have an image in my mind of a rustic scholar, one who enjoys the open air of wilderness as much as the musty air of the library stacks. That's a cool idea. In fact, I have already prepared an initial design that looks to fit your frame perfectly. Would you try it on for me, that I might see if it conveys the message I have in mind? Absolutely. Splendid, splendid. Then we should find an area where you will be free to move as you please, I believe. I believe tranquility should be just the locale we require. Come, come. Time to start my modeling career. Lalafellan's student. This appears to be a suitable spot. Spacious, sunlight. Now try the robes on for size, though I'm somewhat certain they'll fit perfectly. However, I'd like to see how easy it is for you to perform feats of heroism, swinging your weapon up and down, grinning devilishly, things like that. Show me the battle stance you adventurers are so famous for. You will change into your professorial robes temporarily. You must stay clothed in the robes in order to progress. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking pretty sweet. I'm looking kind of priestly, but pretty sweet. Wait, this is what you think of as outdoorsy? It doesn't really strike me as outdoorsy, but okay. Oh, I have to target... Oh my god, I've been trying this for a couple times, and I've been targeting the wrong thing. I was targeting him first, nothing, and then I was targeting him. Alright, battle stance. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Nice and flashy. Lalafellan's student. Ah, yes, you look ready for a grand adventure under the sun. I believe these robes shall be well suited to both the lectern and the open fields. I disagree. No, they're okay. They're actually pretty sweet. They're just very priestly. They strike me as being like a priest thing rather than anything outdoorsy. Now, I'd like to test the fabric's breathability. Work up a bit of a sweat for me, will you? This seems shady. Like you lure me to... No, it's not like you lure me to your room or something for this test. A friend of mine needs a delivery done, and who better to do it than you to do it? Please bring this crate here to Kekimo at the confluence. It's a bit of a trek, but you look up to the task. Crate of crystals. 190 seconds to do this. We got this. Kekimo, I brought your crystals. Wow! A member of the forum here? I mean, welcome to my humble laboratory. What did you need, madam? Good news, I'm not that. Kekimo, oh, you gave me quite the fright. You should be more aware of the effect that such robes have on the people here, students and professors alike. Of course, I'll accept these crystals most gladly. That being said, pray return to the Waking Sands. Pray inform the student who gave them to you that she should do her own work from now on, regardless of what experiments she may be conducting. Did she just troll me? Did I just get trolled? Did I just get, like, Tom Sawyered into doing her work? No, I don't think so. That's way too much work for that. This had to be a... She was just killing two birds with one stone, maybe. Well, I did your work for you, Lalafellan student. You better thank me. Welcome back, my adventurous assistant. I take it the crystals were delivered without incident? Yeah, they were. I see. Kekimo can scarcely get through a single conversation without giving her unwanted advice. No matter when my robes are chosen, I wager she'll treat me with the respect I deserve. Okay, no, this was legitimate. You were just... Yeah. I thought for a half second that you were like... That she was implying that you like to tell people, oh, wear this robe, and just to test it out, go do my homework. I thought it was that sort of thing, but no, it's not. You don't appear to be flush, so I take it the robes were light enough to allow somewhat physically taxing duties. However, I would like to examine them closer for any signs of wear. Could you return them to me? I'll be keeping them for now. No, I'm more than happy to. I think I'm good. This is not quite my Reaper style. Thank you. My masterpiece draws one step closer to perfection. I guess. I mean, functionally, it appears I'm on the right track. Now, I must refine the design so that when the members of the Forum behold it, they can think of nothing else but to wear them for years to come. Of course, I didn't mean to leave your coin purse empty after all of this. Return to where we first met, and I shall bring your reward. You better. Or I got a scythe with your name on it. Lullafellan student. Apologies that I could not give you more than this, but you understand that the life of a student isn't one of luxury. I do understand that. When my name is heralded through the halls of the studium, however, I'll be certain to share with you the windfall that will surely come my way. Until then... Yeah, we'll see. I don't think this is likely, but I would love if, as a result of doing this quest, like in patch 6.4 or something, I just get a letter in the mail with like 100,000 gil being like, I did it, here's your cut. But that seems unlikely, to say the least. Alright, last one in this section. Passamaran. What do you have to say, Mauguisson? You were the ones who were rude to me before, right? Yeah, you don't look like a student. This isn't learner's meet. You were the ones who were rude to me. Let's get a quest from you anyway. Passamaran. A volatile education. Passamaran seeks eager minds. You there, from some distant and exotic land, yes? I require a fresh perspective for the next step in my research. If you have a few moments to spare. I do, you jerk. Do not worry, nothing too complex will be required of your small brain. I am planning an introductory class that will educate younglings on the practical applications of etheric energy, and I seek opinions on the lesson plan. Actually, no, you're not being rude. I thought you were going to be snotty to me, but no, you're asking for help with your lesson plan. With any luck, it shall strike a spark which ignites a lifelong love of learning and curiosity. Considering my lofty goals, I would welcome honest feedback, even if it isn't entirely positive. Will you help? I will. Thank you, my eager student. Together I dare say we are building the future. Pray return to the waking stands. Pray visit my colleague in Tranquility, a burly Rogaden fellow. His imposing frame belies a brilliant mind. Why would it... What would his burliness have... Why would that make me think he's not brilliant? Stocky student. Ah, you must be the help Passamaran sent word about. Are you ready to begin your education? Your hair is awesome. I like it. It's very professorial. It's like Ludwig von Koopa. Firstly, observe the object next to me. No mere rock, it is an experimental apparatus designed to simulate the movement of ether through the environment. Through it, I intend to demonstrate how crystals are formed. Now, the next order of the day is to use this explosive to destroy the device. Do not be afraid. Your extremities are safe, I assure you. Okay, let's blow something up. Wait. Handheld explosives. Apparently powerful enough to destroy rocks, but safe enough for a child to use. Baby's first explosives. Pop. Very good, very good. Did you enjoy yourself, little one? You know I'm not a kid, right? Now you have your very own crystal. Ether flows all around us. Oh no, that's right. Never mind. This is like he's testing. I forgot he's testing this on like a lesson for children. So that's why he's referring to me as a kid. Now you have your very own crystal. Ether flows all around us, an invisible energy that nourishes all things. When a physical object so suffused with ether is destroyed, it releases the energy contained within it into its surroundings. Some returns to the environment, but some remains in the physical realm. Thus are crystals formed. I never knew that. I guess, I probably knew that, but I never made the connection that that's why when we do, like, gathering, like mining and lumberjacking or whatever that other one's called, that botany, mining and botany, that's when we get crystals. That makes sense. In simple terms, they are the physical manifestations of ether frozen in time. Simple enough to understand, yes? I've heard those words before, but never in that order. No, I'm going to go with you. Open my eyes. My hunger for knowledge has been piqued. Truly? Why, that is encouraging to hear. Truth be told, I was afraid my explanations would be incomprehensible to those that not already academically inclined. It's not great, but I think it's a totally good explanation. Like, giving kids the chance to blow something up is a great way to teach them things. I mean that seriously. Like, it's like a fun way to learn stuff. While crystals themselves are a common sight, the exact principles that govern the process of their creation are still a subject of much debate among my peers. After this little display, I intend to open the floor to discussion amongst the participants. I want them to ask the most fundamental question in all of research. Why? You've given us much to consider. I just said you had a good thing. As to the matter of compensation, my colleague's in charge of that. Pray return to him to receive it. Yeah, I think it's a solid lesson plan for kids. Passmarant, your plan is fine. Nice job. Ah, there is my bushy-tailed student. There is my bushy-tailed student. Was the experiment to your liking? Children are ever so fond of explosions. I don't know why I'm giving you the other guy, the stocky student's voice. Your payment. Oh, yes, of course. Besides whatever knowledge you gained today, free of charge, mind you. Take this. And, of course, you're always welcome to join us after I've revised my lesson plan. You're trying to pull like an NCAA and just be like, no, you don't need payment. Your education is payment enough. No, you're not. You're giving me a ring and some gold, some gil. This should be the last quest of this little burst. Issel Swiss. Booking books. Issel Swiss is poring over a book, but her mind seems to be elsewhere. Ah, I've seen you around Numenana's love as of late. You're the adventurer, yes? I've been meaning to seek you out. I believe I have a task rather suited to your abilities. We've recently added a set of volumes procured from the Great Google Library to our collection, but no sooner did we set them in the stacks than did a student handle them without taking the proper precautions. Uh-oh. A spell was activated that was apparently meant to prevent their theft, causing all 5 of them to go scurrying off to God's know where. Is these the beavers? They are quite ornery in their current state, and I'm afraid few of us are suited to combat. For you, however, books should be a simple enemy at best. To best if it comes to that. Okay, no, I thought the students were turned into beavers, and that was who this guy before found. As I said before, 5 volumes are skulking about at present. I've prepared a solution that should calm their rage somewhat, but they may require a few knocks on the spine before you can carry them safely. Would you be so kind as to collect them for us? Absolutely. Thank you, and Godspeed. I mean, this is what I assume librarians do anyway. When books get unruly, librarians are the ones in charge of making sure that the books stay in line, that they don't get too rowdy, and that when they do, they are punished for it. Or maybe I'm just thinking of librarians in Night Vale. Vicious volume. Are books supposed to have teeth? The book is chomping at the air, as if to ward off anyone from coming too close. Use the powder to put it to sleep, but watch your fingers. Sleeping powder, a bag containing powder made from an obscure herb. Simply sniffing it makes you drowsy. Alright, let's drop this, this melatonin right on the vicious volume. The book is slumbering peacefully, at least it appears so. I don't want to keep that in my backpack for long, it might bite my head off. This is the last of the vicious volumes. The book is fast asleep. Judging from the cover, it contains stories of a Bonga handmaiden and her lance. On the back cover is written restricted. Okay. I mean, it sounds like a kind of a badass adventure story. I have your chompy books back, Izzleswiss. Did you manage to collect the books? I hope they didn't have you running about for too long. No, they were okay. Ah, yes, this is all of them. Thank you, adventurer. They were quite the precious finds, and it would have been a shame if they had jumped off a cliff or somewhere equally as precarious. I see among them there was a restricted tome. I'll have a word with the student whose recklessness caused this whole incident. Although he has been chastised plenty already, you can be sure. Unfortunately, this incident isn't the first of its kind. Books protected by this manner of ward must only be handled with gloves woven from the self-same grass I used to make the sleeping powder. That is a neat mechanic. If we don't take such matters, the books will crumble from age and the elements within a few generations. It's one of the very first lessons we teach students, but there's one almost every year who fails to listen. Yes, students, as a rule, are not great about treating books very well. Though, if they had the chance to bite you if you mistreated them, I assume that the rate of treating books with respect would increase. I think it's fair to say. But that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you for watching. Next time we will pick up the main story quest with a capital idea back in Learner's Meet. Yep, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.